All right, welcome to another episode of Levi in the Closet. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Before I get into my topic of today's video, I'm going to show you guys an item out of my closet. At the beginning of every video, I like to show off, different clothing item or different accessory just to kind of show you what my style is, and maybe you can take some inspiration away from it. Also, I just got so much clothes, and I like to, give a little backstory, a little history to each clothing item. So my item of the day, oh man, this is one of my favorites. This is probably one of my favorite coats to wear in the winter. It's great to layer with. This is a Nautica. Boom. It's a Nautica, kind of like a puffer. I don't know how you describe this, but a winter coat. It's reversible, so the inside is like this wool. Let's see. I think there was a patch or something on the inside. But anyway, I'm wearing it like this because I like to have the warm fuzziness on the inside now. But it's great to layer with, like I said. It's got a hoodie under here. You can take it out. I don't like to have the hood out because it's a little bit more flimsy of a material. It doesn't really match the style to me. But it's really nice. Got some different colors here. You got the blue. You got the green on the arm. Nautica on the collar. You can see on the inside here, Nautica on the collar. I really like that big branding on the sleeve so everybody knows what it is. I found this, like many of my items from the past, at a Goodwill bins, and there was another one, but it was super shredded up and I didn't grab it. Now I a little bit regret it, but there were two of them there. I got this one and it's in really good condition, no tears or anything. Pockets and all the zippers work. Really heavy quality, heavy duty. Like the double-sided zipper, you can flip it around. It's nice, and man, what else can I say about Nautica? Next to Tommy Hilfiger, this is probably one of my favorite brands. It's pretty affordable, and you can find a lot of items in the thrift or just even at Goodwill. People selling online, like you can find these coats, but the upsale on these, like people try to resell them, and they'll go for like 40 to 50 bucks, and that's, maybe like half of what they would cost normally. Like maybe if you go to like Ross or something like that, or what else, like Burlington, you could probably find some Nautica coats, but it'll probably be closer to $100. And this one is an older style. I really like it. I've also got, maybe not here, I got one that's like red and blue, also reversible, that I found through a guy on Instagram, or he found me. I can't remember how. I got a couple coats from him, and we still follow each other on Instagram. Also, follow Levi Acid on Instagram. You can just see what I'm up to and message me with any questions or topics. Plug myself a little bit there. But yeah, a big fan of Nautica. My brother is also a big fan of Nautica. Anytime I find, something neat at the thrift or like at the Savers, I'll pick it up for him. I rock Tommy Hilfiger a lot more than I rock Nautica, but again, a really good brand. I've got a couple pairs of like boxer briefs with the big Nautica branding on them. But yeah, just an essential, I think, in the streetwear style. It can go from like kind of classy polos to just t-shirts with a little Nautica boat on there, boxers, as I said, it's pretty versatile and inexpensive. So if you're out looking for something kind of to up your style up a little bit, I suggest checking out Nautica, because that's another good brand that I really love. So anyway, getting into my topic of today's video, get the old notepad here. All right, so this is don't do this on socials. I've got three different things never to do on social media, or at least try to limit yourself. And then I've got a bonus one at the end. So those of you that make it to the end, you can check out this fourth bonus tip. So getting right into it, my first thing, you don't do this on social media, is complain. I try to use social media as more of like for jokes, just to let people know what I'm up to, and not trying to be gloating in any way, but just make it a fun place to be. Maybe people are scrolling through, like I repost a meme if it really is funny, and I'm really into dad jokes and like puns and stuff like that. That's really all I use it for. I don't try to complain, and there are times that I'm really kind of getting upset, or like something bad has happened to me, and I've worked through this. But in the past, my first tendency was, oh man, I'm gonna go post about it on Facebook. Like somebody pissed me off, I'm gonna go post about it on Facebook. Well, there's a couple reasons why I don't agree with that. First reason, you're not talking to the person that hurt you. Like if somebody hurt your feelings or something happened to you, go talk to them about it. Don't post it on social media where other people see it, and that's just contributing to this overall like depressive mindset and like the social media pressure. Why be so I don't even know the right word for it, but like being so depressed, and that's like your online persona is just a person that's on there complaining constantly. And I don't want to be friends with people like that, and I don't want to be a friend like that. I want to be uplifting. Just put on some jokes. If I think of something funny or clever, I'll post that, and hopefully people get a laugh out of it. Maybe it brightens their day a little bit. That's what my intent is, or just just being a positive person on Facebook. And I've unfriended a lot of people because they just kept constantly posting negative things like, oh, I had a bad day at work. Customer came in and said this and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't care. I had problems today at work too, but I'm not here to complain about it. If anything, I would take that and I'd be like, you know what? I'm kind of upset. Let me try to think of something good to, like something funny. What's something clever and funny that people will get and they get my humor? And then I'll post that when I'm feeling upset, I'll flip it, make it the opposite. I'm not there to complain. I'm there to uplift other people. So if I'm depressed and that was my first instinct is, oh man, I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to, just complain about it because I need some validation or whatever. No, I'm going to go on the Facebook or whatever, social media platform you use, or Twitter. I know Twitter is totally toxic. I haven't been on there in years. And that was a really toxic social media platform, but I digress. So, I unfriended a lot of people, especially from Washington, where I grew up. It's a really depressive state, and people there are so self-centered, and they post about it, and it bothers me because I'll be like, man, I want to help uplift these people. I'll try to, comment something positive and just be like, you know what, keep trying. Like, don't give up. People are like, man, I'll give you an example. One of my buddies I used to work with, we're close to the same age, and he posted a couple days ago, I'm nearing 30, and I think his birthday is also in February. My birthday is in February, so is his. And so I've been thinking about this too, but I haven't posted about it. I don't have a lot to show for all that, all these years I've been alive. I've been alive for almost 30 years now, and what do I have to show for it? But now I think about it, I'm like, man, I've got so much, I moved, I'm independent, I got a car, I got a cat, I can feed myself, I'm working on my body, working on my mental health. There's so much to be proud of and like how far I've come. And so I just wanted to reiterate that to him because he was just saying like, I've got no career, I've got no girl, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm lost in life. And I was like, you know what, just keep working on yourself, He didn't even reply to it. And I don't need anybody to reply to it, but why post something so negative without, what's the intent? Do you want people to be on there? Somebody else commented as well. They're like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the next World War III or the next apocalypse because we'd all just be better off. Or, another COVID outbreak or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are you adding to the negativity, And so then I wanted to comment something positive, like, keep going. There's more ahead, your value as a man will increase with age because, maturity-wise, career-wise, you go through things in life that shape you into the man that you're going to be in the future. And there's value in that, just keep working, keep progressing, don't give up. And so, two very differing sides. And I don't know if you replied to that other guy, I never went back to go see, but, what's the point? Do you just want people to comment a bunch of negative things and, reaffirm that like, oh, life is so terrible and it's so hard and we're just, aimlessly wandering through life, or, you know what I mean? Like, or do you want people to be there to support you and try to give you a good word, And so that bothered me a little bit, and that's kind of what influenced this video I'm trying to make here. Like, a lot of my videos, I get inspiration from Facebook and the things that I see people complaining about or what I see posted on there. Shout out to Runts, got a guest appearance. Runts the Prince. All right, so yeah, that's my first point. Don't complain on social media. Don't do that. My second one, another, Facebook interaction I had. This one is don't argue in the comments. And I just think this is so pointless. There was a post. I've been following a lot of different, or I don't even follow them. They're more suggested to me. It's like all these gym and lifting pages and meme pages about going to the gym and lifting. And one of them, it was from American Psycho. Or I think that's the name of it, with Christian Bale. They got the business card scene. It's like, oh, you can leg press 300 pounds. Well, let's see. And then it's the next one. It says, well, let's see the squat. You know what I mean? And I was like, I do leg press probably more than I do a squat, and I'll still do squats, and I'm working on that, but I can leg press quite a bit. I'm nearing 300, and that's my goal, is to do the whole stack on a leg press for, 12 reps at least for, 4 sets, but I digress. That's more my personal goal. So I feel like leg press has really helped me, and people are saying, oh, this is just for the aesthetic. This isn't strength building. This is just for, aesthetic, or, it's completely different. Or, what my comment, because I feel like people are just saying misinformation on there, because I have the proof. My thighs, my quads have gotten bigger just from doing leg press, and that's mostly what I focus on if I'm working on my quads. And so I said, well, a squat equals, full body, leg press equals legs, because when I'm working on legs, but, and somebody replied to my comment that said, well, I always do squats for my forearm gains, or something like that, just to be like a smart ass about it. And I really wanted to reply to that. I had so many, like, I'm a roaster. I'll put you on the Costco rotisserie. Like, I'll get it going, And, oh man, I had so many good ones. I was like, well, I could say it, and I could just, completely just insult them so much. And, somebody might get the thrill out of that. I looked at the person's page. I don't even think it was a real person. It's probably, they had somebody, and he's like totally jacked, like crazy vascularity, big muscles, and his profile is private, and there's like only a couple pictures of him. And, so I'm pretty sure that was just like a fake account. So that's one reason I'm not going to interact with a fake account, because they've got no, insight. They have no information to add. Yeah, I get it. He was trying to be funny, saying, oh yeah, I do a squat for my forearm gains, because I said a squat equals full body. But I think anybody that does a workout, or that understands how the body works, I'm not saying it's gonna give you gains for your full body, but it's a full body engagement workout. You have to be able to hold it. Your shoulders have to be sturdy. You have to have strong shoulders, or else how are you going to hold the bar here? Or if you hold the bar here, like, how are you going to be able to hold that bar with weight on it, nonetheless, and then do a squat? That arms, shoulders, lower back, probably, mid back as well, like your legs, your calves. That's like the full body. It takes a full body engagement to do good squats in a healthy position, good, be able to do a good, what am I thinking of? A good form. To have good form, it's going to take your full body. On a leg press, maybe like lower back is also going to be engaged, but when you're just pressing on the legs, that's just the legs working, that's not a full body engagement workout. That's what I meant by that. I don't feel like I needed to really explain that to any of you, but if you're interested, there you go. Leg press equals legs, engagement-wise. Squat equals full body engagement. So, I don't know. I really wanted to reply to that. I had so many. I could have, like, gone informationally. I could have been like, oh, here's the information, and give him, like, a link. I could have just completely insulted him and been like, well, I think it's all the steroids that are giving your forearm gains, or whatever, whatever it is. I just chose not to reply. I don't feel like I had to. I don't feel like it was like, oh, I'm going to lose the battle of wits because I don't reply. It's like, I don't have the energy to argue with somebody about some actual facts. Like, he's saying something that's just completely ridiculous. Why would I even reply to that? That's just stupid and a waste of my energy. Like, I'm thinking about it, getting frustrated. I'm like, just let it go. Like, it's just some stupid guy on the internet that I'll never, ever, ever see in my life. So why even worry about that, And I see people like that, they'll be arguing, commenting, well, have a good rest of your day, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're so petty. People are so petty on Facebook. I don't understand. It's all for just fun and memes and whatever. My comment was just because there's people on here saying, oh, it's just for aesthetic, or whatever it was. I was like, no, this is actual information. Like, my legs are getting bigger from doing a leg press. But anyway, I get it was a meme. People are just here to joke and have fun. I don't take it too serious. After that rant. So, getting on to my third topic. This one really bothers me. Mass picture posting, multiple posts. And I've seen a lot of this, especially because it's been really cold in South Dakota. It's been negative, 20, negative 30 with wind chill. It's been some cold days out here, and maybe, elsewhere in the United States, we've been hit by kind of this cold freeze. But a lot of my friends or people that, I've seen on Facebook, they've been taking trips to Florida. They've been taking trips to like different islands and stuff, to Hawaii, or maybe not Hawaii because of the fires and whatever, but like they've been taking places more tropical, and they post a bunch of pictures in a row where people are going to Arizona and they post a bunch of pictures and then they post more pictures and then they post more pictures. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. You're somewhere else. You're not here. You're out there enjoying nice hot weather, but I'm out here becoming mentally stronger because I'm out there working in the cold and acknowledging like I can still work in this condition and not get, I'm not getting sick. I'm still out there performing at my top. I digress. But people that post these, it's like, boom, here's a picture of us and some palm trees. And here's another pic of some palm trees. And then just like a big clump of photos. Okay, I get that for sharing, what's going on in your life. Like, I'm excited for people that can do that. This is no hate towards them. But it kind of gets annoying at some points. It's like, all right, we get it. You're on the beach. Here's a picture of your legs on the beach. You're kissing your significant other on the beach. And then, like more pictures. Oh, we're on the beach. Here's just a picture of the ocean. Like, okay, we get it. Like, I think it's more just for the likes and the affirmation. Like, oh man, that's so cool. I'm so jealous. And like, yeah, maybe I am a little bit jealous, but not in the same way that other people are. Like, I'm jealous that I'm not to that point in my life yet that I can actually go on a vacation and like enjoy it on my own, and I'm working towards that, So that's one of my goals, but I'm not jealous that, oh, it's so cold here and there's somewhere warm. It's like, no, I don't care one way or the other. I got to work. I don't have the time or the money right now to go out and take a vacation, spend multiple thousands, upwards of like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, rent a car. You stay in a hotel, you got to get food, you got to go to bars, you're going to be touring around, you're going to buy some souvenirs, you're going to be, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'd rather have my money, like it'll come. I'm not too worried about that. Or, and again, this guy is my buddy, but I think it's just kind of overkill. Recently, my buddy had a baby, and anything that he posts recently is, the baby, they're in the hospital. Oh, shout out to the nurse. Blah, blah, blah. Like all these pictures of the baby. And it's got, all these likes on it. And I'm like, okay, like it was cute the first time. I told him congratulations, be a good friend and support him. But then it's just, multiple days in a row. It's been, maybe like 3-4 days now. And every single day he's posting a picture of the baby and like his other son holding the baby and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, that's exciting. I get it. You're excited, but like there's only so many pictures of a baby you can take until I'm like, okay, that's just another one of all the billion babies in the world. Like it really, like it's a really great accomplishment having a baby out here because it takes so much work. That's a joke, by the way. I'm being sarcastic. But yeah, just seeing all that, I'm just like, man, chill out. Like, yeah, it's nice to get likes on things and people, giving you congratulations and stuff, but he's not married. They weren't planning to have this kid. It's a miracle that the baby was born, no complications. That's great. I'm happy for them, and I really hope that this works out because I know that they were having problems before this, and then they ended up having a baby, or finding out that his girlfriend got pregnant. I don't know if that's really something to congratulate too much. Like, I believe in a traditional marriage, people waiting, and especially after you're married, then waiting to have a kid. And these guys already had kids together, so in their youth, he's younger than I am. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Back to the main reason I'm talking about this, it's just a little bit annoying when I see all these pictures and it keeps popping up, just the relevance of it, all these baby pictures, and I'm like, oh, yep, everybody, like, I know tons of people, they're having babies now, or they're posting their pregnancy week-by-week pictures. I'm maybe a little bit controversial, or I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, because when I go to the gym, I like to post, like, what I'm working on that day, like me with a pump on my Snapchat. Maybe people get tired of seeing that, but I, more for me, I want to be able to look up, they'll be like, oh, here's, 1 year ago from today. And I'm looking forward to that next year. That's for me. I'm looking forward to next year. That's going to come up. It'll be like a year ago today. And I'll be like, dang, you know, like, man, look at the progress that I made. You know, that's for me. And then maybe I'll like do a side-by-side picture, or just, you know, it's also to let people know, hey, I'm in the gym. And it's not for everybody either. My Snapchat is much less people on there than I'm friends with on Facebook. But anyway, I digress. Just stop the mass posting. People get annoyed with it, and they probably don't say so, but it's annoying to see that much. So just chill out a little bit, you know? All right, so before I get into my bonus fourth reason, or my fourth thing not to do on social media, I'm just going to stop and say thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Drop a like just so that I know that you made it this far. I like to see the interaction and just know how many people I'm reaching. And I appreciate the likes, you know, a little bit of affirmation from me, you know, oh, they like it. They like what I'm doing, you know, a little bit of encouragement. Thank you. Also, if you really like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You can check out my other video series. It's Levi Out the Closet, where, you know, that's just me going about things in daily life, doing food reviews, maybe going to the gym, showing a thrift haul. That's more just like my daily, or not daily, but, you know, going about and just doing some activities outside the closet, getting out the closet. And you can also check out my other videos. I really want to help men, or, you know, if you're working on becoming the best man that you can be, that's really what me making these videos is all about. Sometimes I post ones for fun, but really this is just helping others become the best version of themselves that you can possibly be. And so I just want to encourage you guys, and hopefully you take something away from this. Again, drop a like if you made it this far. I appreciate it if you're following along. So getting into my bonus, boom, my bonus fourth topic. This is more relationship wise, but let's say I'm scrolling on Facebook and then there's a thing that says like suggested friends. I've seen some cute girls on there, and I'm guilty of doing this, but my mindset has changed. I've, you know, progressed as where I am, and like how I value myself and how I approach women, how I talk to women. And I've done this in the past. I've gone on Facebook, I see a girl on there and I'm like, oh, she's cute, friend her. If she accepts it, then I'll send a message. I'll be like, oh, hey, you know, you seem like my type and I'd really like to get to know you. We should go out sometime. I don't know if that's really the smartest way to go about it. That's never really gone anywhere for me, because I'm obviously single. That's never become anything, and a lot of times it's just nobody replying to it, and it's just me kind of shooting my shot to nobody, and I'll see they read it, they don't reply, maybe follow up, or, you know, like wait a while, then follow up and be like, oh, hey, like, you know, don't be shy or something like that, and just say something trying to get engagement. More often than not, they won't even reply to me. So I'm kind of learned that's just kind of a waste of time. And then, you know, I'd rather meet somebody out in the wild, you know, out in person, not just through Facebook. Like maybe if we have a couple friends in common and then I'm still interested in them, they're cute, they seem like my type, maybe. But just for the most part, I haven't had any luck with, you know, messaging a girl on Facebook and trying to get together through that. I've done Facebook dating, that's a little bit different. But if you see a friend suggestion, I do not recommend trying to hook up with this chick or get together with this chick just because it's a friend recommendation. More often than not, you're just gonna be wasting your time. So just why even do it? And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that, but just in the way that our society is thinking right now, that's like the least masculine way to approach a girl. It's like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, it's kind of the same. Like if I see a cute girl at the bar, I'll go up to her, but it's not. It's kind of like the timid way, or like, you know what I mean? There's so many ways, but they don't know what you're thinking as a guy. This is just how it appears through social media and because of the times that we're living in, you know, like they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know if you're a great guy. You could be the best guy, most masculine guy, you know, dominant, alpha, you know, working on yourself, good mentality, healthy mentality, good income, everything. You could have everything going for yourself and try to friend a girl and try to get together with her, and she still won't care because that's like a timid way of asking a girl out. That's just what I've concluded through my dating experience. So I just don't recommend it. Again, because it's a waste of your energy and your time. And you shouldn't be worrying about these women either. You should be working on yourself. You know, becoming the best version of yourself you can be. You don't need to worry about these girls, especially if it's on Facebook. You know, if there's somebody in your life, okay, you know, try to progress things a little bit. You know, build up the interest, build a relationship if you know them, or if you met somebody out in the world. But just do Facebook, because it's all just for fun and nobody really takes it that serious anyway these days. So that's just what I recommend. So yeah, don't friend girls that you're trying to get together with. If you want to be their friend, that's fine. That's why it's called a friend. Friend on Facebook. It's not, for dating. There is Facebook dating. That's a different thing. I can talk about that in another video, but I don't want to be a friend with a girl. I don't want her to see what I'm doing all the time, because they oftentimes use that against you if it does get to that point. Or if you're dating somebody, I also recommend not to be their friend on Facebook, because then they'll be watching you, keeping tabs on you. Oh, I saw you posted this. Was this about me? Oh, you're out with your friends, but you said you were busy and I wanted to get together. Like, whatever it is, they'll use it against you. So I recommend not being friends with a girl you're dating. And again, I'm guilty of this, learning from my mistakes. Hopefully you guys are able to take something away from that as well. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it to the end here, I really appreciate it. Thank you for following along. Again, you can like this video and just show some support. And you can follow me on Instagram at Levi Acid. If you liked this, you can follow me just to see what I'm doing in my life. I'm trying to post a little bit more, put up some more content. And also, if you want to message me with any questions or topics about dating, life advice, or just, getting along in life, anything that you have a question about, I'm pretty learned and I've gone through quite a bit for my years. I'm pretty knowledgeable for my years, and I'd like to help you guys. So if you do have a question, feel free to message me at Levi Acid on Instagram. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.